3, 2, 1. Action! And we are freaking live. This is it. What? I did not hear a single said thing you just said. I'm already here. Dude, this is so sick. Alright, I'm gonna make our things here. Light fruit goes in, and it's gonna shit out this. The ageous fruit, and that permanently increases our defense. It's the coolest freaking biome of all time. Then we're gonna put in a life crystal, or put in 2 of those. We're gonna get the vital crystal, which is going to grant us boost natural life regen. We're going to dump in a life thing for him. It'll permanently increase his mana regen. And we're gonna throw in 2 contaminators so we can get the terraformer, which that is post Moonlord. Alright, these fellas are tin hunting me right now. Alright, I think we dealt with that. Alright, come here. Get your stuff! Oh, you already did yours? Alright, you're gonna need your... Oh, you did all of them already? Well, you need a tin hut. Freaking solar eclipse. Bombardiro. Dude, this freaking the shimmer is so freaking dope. Surprised it's right next to a thing. So weird. Yeah, this is, yeah, I said it's right under the ocean. It really just breaks down stuff more than but we are fighting the super duper sigma of the Calamity mod. That is Supreme Calamitas. And how much health does she have? 2.3. What? No way. That was like 10 million. So we both have our final sets of weapons for the boss fight, and we are pretty much ready to tin hut it as well. So we're about to finally end this off with a bang, so we can get into new stuff, because we want to get into new stuff. Granted, it's not gonna be as super duper as Calamity mod, but it'll be, you know, like a little chill step back from what we've been currently doing. What are you doing right now? Oh, music fella, music fella. You know what music I really like? I like this one. Oh yeah. Snow biome. Oh, I remember when they're gonna make that game. Alright, do we have the crafting recipe? Do you hit the spawn thing for it? I was thinking if in our Calamity playthrough, I officially do just yo-yo playthrough. And or for the next one we do something super like freaking rogue or duper duper. Make it, you know, like tin hut. I keep forgetting how big Spirit Mod is. Is it big? I know it has a really cool like snowball machine gun thing. That's like the only thing I remember from it. Alrighty. So we're gonna tip. Oh my god, just end everything. Need to end everything. Immediately at once. Oh yeah. I'm going to remember to turn. Where are we fighting this fella? Oh, we're fighting him way over here. Do you have an arena for it? Oh, we do. Hey, wait. Oh, freaking what the f... It's too late. Alright, music up. Oh, I'm freaking stuck outside the box. Oh, God. No, I'm stuck outside the box. I can't do anything. Well, what a coincidence. Yeah, I'm missing out on the action. I can't do anything. I'll help you out with these. Alright, there you go. Now I can come back and join in. What a coincidence. Well, I freaking spawned outside the box. Forget how tough this boss fight is. I cannot follow it at all. I can't see where my mouse is. Ay. I mean, I guess I can kind of see it by the way you're, oh god. Whoa. I'm like dead. Bruh. Dude, I'm actually like, not like that. I gotta turn this music down. I can't focus at all. I cannot focus at all. Bro, I can't focus. Oh my god, I'm so dead. I need to use chlorophyte bullets because I can't focus at all. Well, first things first, I wasn't even in the box the first chunk, so yeah, let me get chlorophyte bullets here. Then we can really riz them. Why can I not go through that door? Oh, because the snow biome thing is there. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god. The nanite bullets, yeah, that'd be good, but I want something so I don't have to focus on aiming more time than dodging. Yeah, you just kind of launch them. Alright, I'm ready. Alright, you gotta stay right here. Do you enjoy going through hell? There's one boss I know best. It's Moi Moi. It's this one. Oh my god, it's time! Yay! It's time! Oh my god, this is such a shit show. I already got adrenaline. Yeah, Draydon's heart's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing as much damage as I normally would do, but... Ow! Forgot there appears of like two fellas, not one. Yeah, I'm lagging pretty hard too. Oh my god! I can't think straight. you shut the fuck up? Yeah, they're not very helpful. And you can't see her on... Well, if you use the bot... Oh my god, immediately. I can't do it. It's lagging the shit out of my game. No, it's like... Maybe it is. Well, yeah, you weren't playing as a server, though. You know what? The Draydons, oh my god, there's so much... Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I'm like... This is a lot different. I remember when she used to have like 10 million health and you just had to kill her ass. Oh, the big balls. Oh my god. Those are... Where are these fellas at? Oh, there's one. Wowie. Galvanism has awoken. Dude, it's moving so fast, I can't keep up with it. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Yeah, that debuff is ridiculous. Try and keep her in the box so I can hit the fella. Yeah, these big exploding fellas, they kind of... Of course I... I just drank the potion. I think the Omega healing potion like stops the whole Are you dead? All right. I can lock it. Now I can lock in. What? What? Huh? I just disappeared. I didn't even do anything. I just disappeared. Freaking. I just disappeared off the face of the planet. Okay, I just spawned like in front of like freaking 10. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? I don't remember those being in here. That's why I'm struggling so freaking much. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. These one thing I've noticed is that these bosses feel easier doing them by yourself. Like when I'm by myself fighting them, I do a lot better. I don't know if that's just me, but like I think it's just the lack of projectiles, and two, like just everything else in general, because you don't have to worry about I gotta commentate at least something. I gotta commentate to all the frickin' dogs! It's frickin'... I don't even know where those balls come from. They're gonna last like 2 seconds though. Alright, she's on me now. This thing's a little easier. Yeah, that dodging move used to be pretty ridiculous. Ow! Oh my god! There's so many projectiles. I feel like I'm not hitting it. I feel like ranged is just useless. just feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm just not hitting her. Oh god, these fellas. Oh my god. Yeah, this is freaking redonk-donk. This is redonk-donk. And I'm dead again. I can't focus on my health. I can't focus on anything. So much shit going on. Nope, you're dead. Well, yeah, look at that. Oh, I'm doing only 400,000 damage, so I'm obviously not hitting something. Okay, that's stupid. Oh my god! Are you kidding? Oh wait, the friggin' arena's broken. Yeah, I can't do... Yeah, the arena's broken. Yeah, I definitely need that. Nope, out of attack mode we go. Oh my god, now it's freaking 10 HUD time. Oh my god. I just run right into them like a dumbass. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, my rounds are not hitting her. Yeah, I'm only doing 16 DPS. This freaking range is just dog-ass useless against this boss. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like I'm not doing like any damage. Are you doing like 20 DPS right now? What? That's why I'm so confused right now. It's like I'm only doing like a little bit of damage. Oh my god, I ran right into a freaking thing. They just spawn right and you can't even dodge them. It's like there's no point, bro. You can't even dodge them. We need to be like right on. We need to be like right on top of each. Oh my god. We need to be like right on top of each other. Oh my god, I don't know what. Oh, it's 10 hit time. I'm dead. Just I can't focus on 10 things at one time. Yeah, I'm only doing like 6 damage. I don't understand. I think I'm bugged. Oh my god, it's like it just knows where you're going. Yeah, I'm only doing like 15. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't focus on Jack. Ran right into them. Oh my god, they just spawned right on me. Bruh. I'm dead again. I'm just honest. I'm honestly useless. I spawn in and I get hit immediately and half my health is gone. Yeah, it's like, because they always keep switching, and I don't know where the frick these fellas are. So I'm just shooting randomly. Oh god, it's this freaking. Are you dead? No! Oh my fucking god, bro. I can't do jack shit. No, it's like, there's gotta be a better weapon I can use. I can't. Like, none of these home at all. Is there like a is there like an item that like negates the freaking? I'm gonna spawn them. Jesus Christ. Freaking immediately right out the bat, dude. And going up with you. Yeah, this Draydon's thing is pretty good, useful. Oh my god, they like spawn right on your ass. Oh my freaking god, bro. What the hell? I don't have time to, like, think at all. Yeah, it's just that debuff. It's just freaking redonkadonk. Oh, that freaking hurt. Ouchie, wow. I think it's freaking Supreme Witch Calamitous now. Why is my adrenaline not... Dotty time. It's just about to get ridiculous. Okay, the projectiles are ridiculous. I just got all the dogs on her. I'm dead. Damn, it just stacks. Does so much damage. That was the first time I think I've died this thing now, so. God, you're only doing like 200 damage. Ay. I cannot see what I can't even function straight. Oh my god, a circle does like so much damage. They were so close! What are you doing? She has 26,000 health. No way. Oh my gosh, she actually completed the game. It's absolutely useless. Oh yeah, the game's completed. Whew. I fucking... Dude, what was the stats on that? $500,000 damage. Oh no, yeah, we did good. So that's not too bad. This weapon came out. It's just I don't know what my deal is. It's just that was just a lot more different. That was definitely an interesting Yeah, the game's over. I mean, if you only do boss rush, we can. No. Yeah. Oh, that is it. We've completed the game. So spirit mod. We could. You're gonna deke up here. I like keeping my. Why is this? Oh. Can we make the shadow spec? Oh yeah, we can. Oh, we only have 20. Wait, can we make more shadow spec bars? Oh, Auric. Where do we get Auric? Where do we get Auric from? I guess it. Oh my god. I guess just go. I just go mine some more Auric, I guess, and then we'll It's not too bad. I mean, I think I have like 350 platinum, so as of right now, I have 274 defense, which doesn't mean jack shit, honestly. Just doesn't matter. Just Lil mommy in the morning, come on. Is that normal, man? Yeah. It's just retarded for me because I can't think straight. I'm autistic. So you wanna do spirit mod? What's polarity? Is it the one with space and stuff? Is it like the one with space and stuff? How good is the holy hand grenade? Do you have an exoprism? Well, we have Ash of Annihilation, so. Let me see. Oh my god! Oh my god. You wanna guess how much it is? 248 platinum. I don't know why it's specifically 2 copper. Guess I'll buy one. I did. I did indeed get the mage weapon. No, I got the. It's not a book. I guess I'll buy another one because I had the money to buy another one. It's gonna be dead shit broke. Said the book. Oh, I've already got that one. Yeah, it should be in the oh, I can make the frickin' super duper gun. King's Bane weapon, super duper. The Soma. Yeah, the Soma. Alright, the clock Gatlinator. we have a Gatligator, right? I have all this stuff, right? Gat. Already got. Oh, I already got the Clock Gatlinator. Alright, so after the Clock Gatlinator, we make the Soma Prime. Kingsbane. Oh my god. Soma Prime. Alright, you ready for this? I wonder if it's gonna be like the super duper thing the whole time. Oh my god, you get 100 platinum from the bag, by the way. Oh my god, I gotta try this. Wait. This feels so underwhelming. It doesn't do anything. Wait, what if I right click? Wait. This weapon can super crit if it crit chance is over 100%. Oh my god! Dude, the crit chance? Let's see how I have a 126 crit chance. So hang on. Put a wait, do we have a dummy in here? Socks for one's a spaceman. Oh my god. Let's try with Luminite bullets. Yeah, you know what's crazy? The chlorophyte bullets are better. Dude, that weapon's gotta do so much damage. You know how much I'm doing? I'm only doing about 40. I think this is like the best game. I think this is like the best weapon in the game. All the numbers. No, there's gotta be another weapon I can get. Julio, mommy, hit the morning up. Burr, burr, pada bean, da-da-la, da-da-la. Julio, mommy, hit the butt. What? Just freaking slime him out. Yeah, it's pretty overpowered.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one, to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world
we can
of
make
creation,
a full set?
where you can go as far
Can both of
as
us
your
make a full set?
imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality.
I can make
right
a full
now.
set. Wait, can we? Oh shit.
Luke, what's going on over there?
I'm doing the work. I'm doing everything.
You're way too scatterbrained. You are using way too many
We need,
tools.
like-
You can get it all done with ClickUp. It houses your docs. You can
It's a
share
little more.
calendars. You can share files. You can chat with your team. You can video conference, and it's all powered with AI. Here, use ClickUp.
Twin, I'm
Oh, that's
geeking. I'm
cool.
geeking.
What does this app do?
Everything.
I'm on a
Thanks.
whole nother level. I'm geeking.
If
gonna
you
go to
feel stuck
weapons
and you can't kill a boss in the Calamity
and
mod
ranged,
and you don't
and
know
just
what
look
to
at the
do in
best
your
option.
progression path, then this video will help you with that if you're playing the melee class. Now, before we
Handheld
begin,
tank.
I'd recommend using the Calamity mod's wiki page and the Terraria wiki to find items mentioned
Snail
in this
speed.
video, as well as the bosses for extra boss fight strategies if you're new to the game and are still having trouble. Also, credit to Akarin for the original guide, which will be linked down in the description below if you need to double check some of the parts which you didn't
The
understand
Flurry
in the
Storms
video. This is
Calamity.
mainly
I
going
thought
to
that
be
was
covering the
freaking
progression path and
Spirit
also
mod.
the gear setup that you're going to need to be running to defeat each boss. Since we're running T-Mod Loader, I'm going to recommend the mod Omni Swing. The reason being is
feel like
because it
Spirit mod
enables
was like the
auto
original
swing and
Calamity.
auto shoot for every weapon in the game, preventing mouse
Thorium was just
smashing
a-
and making
Thorium
the
was
boss
just its
fights
own
a little
thing.
less stressful.
Like, make
So
the
thank me
Void's
later.
dragon
Next
now.
up, I wouldn't recommend going against any
Make that
boss
shit
until
real
you
quick.
found 15 life crystals. You can jumpstart this process and go through obtaining them a little quicker in space
Oh my
by
God.
rooting inside the small planetoid rocks, which can be reached using gravity potions. So, for the
Oh,
King Slime
okay, this
boss,
weapon's
you're
freaking
going to want to
ridiculous.
use the enchanted sword as well as the Wolfram armor
It says
set.
about
You can find an enchanted
65,000.
sword with a low chance by finding
Freaking
an
Void
enchanted
Dragon's pretty
shrine
decent.
on top of the previously
Alright, I can
mentioned
retire the other
planetoids.
two freaking weapons
As for
'cause this is
accessories,
freaking
the
ridiculous.
feral claws,
We just need some
Hermes
more,
boots,
what are we
Rover
missing
Drive,
for the,
and fungal symbiote
Shadow
are
Spike
great
bars?
items here. For extra mobility, the Cloud, Blizzard, or Sandstorm in
Work.
a bottle for double
Go,
jumping
get to
is
work.
also vital. We're going for
I don't think I can mine
mobility
that
in
shit.
most of these fights, and we're going to be switching the items around just a little, but I'll mention when we change our gear per boss fight. Now, the next boss, the Desert Scourge,
Wait, I don't know
can
if we
be
have enough
beaten
shadow-
with
does
the
it
same
require
gear, and
shadow
it shouldn't be
spec?
too hard of a fight. After this, we're going to try to down the Eye of Cthulhu, which can be a challenge for some players.
We got
The only
plenty of
change we're going to make at this point
Already got a
is to
super
switch
duper
up our
solar
gear
pick.
set. We'll be replacing the Wolfram
Alright, we got
set and
enough.
switching it
What
out
is it,
for
Crystal
the Victide
Crusher?
armor for this fight. Crabulon is next up in our checklist. I'd recommend switching out the Rover Drive item for the Shield
What
of
was the
Cthulhu for
requirements
this
for
fight.
it?
For the Eater of Worlds, we won't make any major changes to our kit. This is also the same
it-
that
how
can
do
be
you
said
spell
for our
it? I
fight
forgot how to
versus
spell
the
that
Brain
shit.
of Cthulhu if you're in the Crimson and not the Corruption, which will be
Alright, I
the
see
Eater
it.
of Worlds.
I see it. I saw it
Between
somewhere.
this point, you'll be breaking Shadow Orbs or Crimson Hearts in either the Corruption or the Crimson. Breaking these will give a chance for the Goblin invasion to occur, which gives you access to the Tinkerer Goblin NPC for reforging. You can reforge your weapons and accessories here and try to focus on the Menacing and the Warding reforgers. 3 Menacing and 2 Warding reforgers is a good goal as the melee class, because it has high defense stats. When we fight the Hive Mind boss, you're going to want to have Molten Armor at this stage. I'd also recommend having Frostbark boots for this fight. The Perforator's boss comes in
Derp.
stages.
Derp,
We'll
bitty,
use the
derp,
same
derp.
gear,
Yeah,
but
this
we'll
thing's freaking
utilize
ridiculous.
the Luxor's gift item in replacement
So
for the
70,000
Fungal Symbiote.
DPS.
We're going to use the Code 1 Yo-Yo as our main weapon.
Oh my God,
for
look at the
fight,
numbers!
And then also a second weapon, the
Oh my God,
Flame
dude,
Burst short
90,000
sword against the worms in the
DPS.
fight. This is very effective. but you need to
95?
stay in
90
close
dude, it keeps
range
going
to the
up.
worms
I
for
think I just saw
attacks to
100
work
there.
well, as it's a short sword. Before Skeletron, the Queen Bee
Nine-
boss should be next up.
100,000.
We'll use our enchanted sword again.
100,000
We will switch out
DPS.
our
Are
Cloud
you
in a
kidding
bottle,
me?
though, for a bloody worm tooth,
Dude, we gotta
and
try
the
some
Luxor's
bosses.
gift for a fungal symbiote again. For Skeletron, we're going to make use of the Wind
Oh,
Blade
yeah, we
as
gotta
our
try
main
this
sword.
out. This
We
is
will switch out our
ridiculous.
fungal symbiote for the Skyline wings
I'm gonna
here
die
for some
still.
extra movement. Remember, Skeletron's limbs are extra dangerous, so we're going to be wanting to try and avoid
Here
them.
we
Before the
go!
Wall of Flesh, you're going to fight the Slime God.
It's go
You'll be using the
time.
Ball of
Yay!
Thugu weapon for this fight. The best strategy for this fight is to construct a
Oh,
huge
God.
platform across the map, but don't make the mistake of filling the full width of
God,
it,
it's
or
my
the
favorite
astral
part of the
biome
show.
can't spawn in hard mode in
That's
some
stupid.
situations. This platform
I
is
couldn't
to
even
make the
dodge
fight
that.
less
It's freaking
stressful,
stupid
and it can
tonight.
be reused for many boss fights later to make them easier and also to
My
prevent
God,
us
it's
having to rebuild
eradicated
it again.
immediately.
The Wall of Flesh is a tough fight. We'll use the Ball of Fugu against the Hungries and the God's Gambit weapon versus the actual
I just
wall
keep it
itself.
close to me, I
At
can do
this
so
point,
much
you
damage,
should
it's
be using
ridiculous.
Statagel armor instead of Molten. Instead of our wings, we'll use the Strings accessory in their place for this fight. Remember, a platform is always the best across the
Ow!
hellscape to stay
You
ahead
keep,
of the
like,
boss.
getting in the
After the Wall of
spawn on
Flesh
me.
fight, the Demon
From,
Heart
like,
is
where
a
you
good
stand,
item to
I'm
obtain
dead.
for 6 accessory
Bye-bye.
slots. Try to reforge 4 menacing
this is
and
definitely
2
a better
warding
1v1
accessories at
boss.
this point. For Cryogen, use the Axe of Purity weapon.
much DPS
Now
do
originally
you
we
do?
were using Frost armor, but you can also use a Mollusk armor at this point, which works better on the new hard mode settings in Calamity. Accessories for this fight that work well are the Bloody Worm Scarf, Frostbark Boots, Shield of Cthulhu, Warrior Emblem,
Oh my
Amalgamated
God.
Brain, and the Frozen Wings. Next is the mechanical bosses. We're talking Skeletron Prime, the Destroyer, and the Eyes. You know the
He's
deal.
right here.
For
Oh,
these
it's our favorite
bosses,
time.
we'll use the Axe of Purity still, switching out our Shields of Cthulhu for the Ornate Shield, and using a Mollusk armor still. Optionally, you can also use Daedalus armor here if possible, and the Dark Light
Oh my God, are they
which is
both
a nice
dead?
setup for the
No,
Destroyer
they
in
got the other
particular.
fella.
After the mechanicals, Plantera opens up.
I don't know why I
which
just
then
got health
unlocks
from a
Golem
fella.
and then the Lunatic Cultist.
Oh my God, look at our
You can skip
DPS.
some of the following Calamity bosses in the pathway up to these
Oh my God,
vanilla
I
ones,
activated
and
my
later
adrenaline at the
return
wrong
to them
time.
with stronger vanilla items
I
to
wish
fight
Potion
them, or
Sickness
work your
didn't
way
exist.
up in the order presented here. It's really your choice, and it depends what you find easier or what you can be bothered to do. The Aquatic Scourge boss
I
is next up.
frickin'
We'll
got
be
hit
using
'cause I
the
ran into
Darklight
something.
Greatsword with Daedalus armor with the Ankh Shield to replace our Bloody Worm Scarf. And then we'll use this exact same setup when we next fight the Brimstone Elemental boss straight after this one. For Calamitas, we're going to use the Ponage Hammer for the main boss and his spawning brothers, and the
I'm surprised it's
Sulfurous
still
Grabber
updated
weapon
this
versus
tonight.
the Soul Seekers that spawn. This main hammer weapon does a great deal of damage versus the main boss, but it lacks versus the alternate spawns. We want to use the Angel Treads in this fight instead of Frostbark Boots, and switch our Warrior Emblem out for the Strings, depending if we're using our second weapon. And the Amalgamated Brain can be switched to the Yo-Yo Bag when using the weapon 2 also. These changes are
outside.
solely just to maximize the
Drawing,
damage, and
oh,
if
we
you
gotta do
choose
these
to use
again.
a singular weapon of the two, then your choice
Ow,
will
there's so
optimize the
much
damage
crap
output.
going
I
on.
recommend not swapping out
I'm
your
damaging
items
her at the
unless you're
moment.
just going to use one of them, because otherwise it'll waste too much
Oh my
time
gosh,
and
she's
it'll be kind of
freaking
tough to
dead.
do that mid-fight. The boss
died-
fight platform
died
also
one
works
more
well here to
time.
fight this boss, and a Blessed Apple Mount works wonders here to move around. Now we're on to Plantera, another vanilla boss we want to down next as we move slowly towards the Golem. The next Calamity boss is the Leviathan and Anahita. You'll want to yield the Tyrant Yaram's ulti sword for this fight, along with Reaver armor. We will switch out our Ornate Shield for Asgard's Valor, and we'll want to use the Mechanical Glove to replace our Ankh Shield, and switch our wings for the Aureate Booster.
That was,
and then the next boss is the Astrum Aureus,
that was
which is a
easy.
5-headed boss. We'll be running the exact same gear set for
that
this
was-
one.
oh.
This fight finally leads up to the Golem. It's a stressful fight that bothers people even in vanilla, so make sure
Alright, I
you
need to
have
get more
plenty of
auric
space
bars.
and you're duking and dodging this boss when you have to fight him inside of his own temple. As we head towards the Lunar events, we'll next fight Plaguebringer Goliath with a Soul Harvester weapon and the Hydrothermic armor. We'll use the Bloody Worm Scarf, Angel Treads, Asgard's Valor, the Mechanical Glove, Fire Gauntlet, and
I'm gonna make
Hadal
the-
Mantle for this fight. Then you fight the Fishing Boss Duke
do
Fish
we have
Rod,
enough
which
for
is
demon-
optional in
Oh, we need-
vanilla,
I need
but
to
I
get more
really
auric bars.
recommend just
I'll
fighting
go
it.
get
You
some.
don't really need to change out the gear set at all for this fight, but
quick,
if you
and then we
struggle,
can
you
wrap
can
this
always
up.
switch up the
Okay,
movement
I'm
items for
freaking-
wings. Remember,
I'm
this
done
fight
just
is
as much
actually
as
pretty
you
tough
are.
because Fishron moves
start a new
extremely
one.
fast in midair with his dives.
People-
the Ravager
people
boss
kinda
before
like
the
this
cultist
stuff.
is next. You're going to use the Fallen Paladin's hammer for
like me-
this
it's like me a
particular
super
fight to
duper
down this
as,
boss. The Lunatic Cultist is
Calamity,
finally
but-
here at this point. You don't need to change the gear set here, but remember
or-
this guy creates decoys and it can get pretty confusing. And the projectiles and the dragon in particular is what always makes this a tricky one and
That's
makes
pretty
people
deep.
fail. And if you're on a higher difficulty, this is going to be a really hard fight.
I'm
We're nearing
digging
towards
in
the
it.
end of the natural vanilla
I'm
progression
digging in
slowly.
it. We're gonna fight the Spring Calamitous. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought the game just ended. No, I thought the game just freaking shut down for me. I keep hearing these fucking
Fighting
noises.
next, the Aestrum Deus boss with the Tenebraeus
think it might be my,
Tides Trident. Now then, we're at the Moonlord,
Summon.
the last vanilla Terraria boss. We'll use 2 weapons here for 2 different purposes. We're going to utilize the Entropic Claymore versus the actual Moonlord himself, and then the Astral Blade Sword against the Moonlord's heart. We'll also make use of the Astral Armor gear set for this encounter. The Hadal Mantle should be the Hadarian wings at this point. The Astral Blade has
the range of this pickaxe infinite?
Because it can be used to drain it due to its crazy damage output.
The freaking pickaxe is like infinite.
To be much closer to the boss with it, which in turn adds a higher risk factor. The Moonlord's treasure bag could contain the Celestial Onion drop, which would take you from 6 to 7
I'm not seeing anything
slots.
going on right now.
Like before, we're aiming for being tanky.
You said the left you got.
So reforging 5 menacing and 2 warding accessories for this purpose is recommended. And we're getting pretty deep into our Calamity progression guide here. But post Moonlord, there's actually still a ton of bosses to complete the Calamity mod. The next boss fight is the Profane Guardians. A boss engagement best done with the Terrarian Yo-Yo, which is an insane item, and also the Solar Armor. The accessory set we're using here is the Bloody Worm
Is she
Scarf,
dead?
Seraph Tracers, Asgard's Valor, Fire Gauntlet,
Oh my
Absorber,
god.
Celestial Shell, and the Community. We'll keep this same consistency when fighting the Dragon Folly, which is a winged dragonkin bird which comes straight after the Profane Guardians. After that fight, you're going to seek out and down Providence, the Profane
Are you
Goddess,
freaking Tin Hut right now?
Queen boss. It's best to defeat her either in
Just
the
ignore
Hallow
her.
or the Underground, or Underground Hallow, of course. This is actually because the drops in
just
the biomes are exceptionally good. Now, if you choose the Hallow, bring the Rod of Discord with you. This is because the Holy Ray Fire that the boss fires in his biome does a ton of damage and it sweeps across the entire width of the area.
I smell something
fight
good.
the Ceaseless Void using the Galactus Blade versus the Dark Energies in this fight, and the Stellar Striker versus the Ceaseless Void boss itself.
It hasn't even been an hour
Utilize
and
the
we've already completed
Terragon
the
armor
game.
set at this point.
She's
with
still
the
not dead.
following
Are you kidding me?
accessories: Yaram's Insignia, Seraph Tracers, Elysian Aegis, Blood Pact, Fire Gauntlet, the Absorber, and Celestial Shell. Now, our second sword, the Striker, can drain the boss's health when it comes to a standstill if you aim at the boss to fire the rays at it from above. This does require you being at close range though to maximize your damage, which could make you take
had a
more
rod of
hits.
Discord, we
I
could do
actually recommend constructing a huge room in the dungeon itself when fighting this
We
boss.
just
because
both
we can
need to
just
die.
reuse this later. The Storm
hello,
Reaver is
hi.
next, and it's a boss that you want to fight with a Stellar Contempt.
Maybe it's
hammer
possible to
weapon.
kill him like
then
this.
You'll make swift work of Cygnus, Envoy of the Devourer, which is a purple hooded phantom boss, which you're going to fight before we get to the Poltergeist. And the
I'm taking it with
Poltergeist
me.
is the end boss of this segment. You want to use the huge True Tyrant's Ultisword Claymore for this fight, which looks absolutely
maybe with the Crystal
legendary,
Crusher,
and
yeah.
fighting this boss with this weapon is a really stylistic fight. The old Duke fight, a boss that looks just like Duke Fishron, can be fought using the Soul Edge weapon and the Terrorblade sword. Instead of Tarragon gear, we want to be
now it's
wearing
showtime.
Blood Flare armor by this point, and you
I
want to
almost
switch
died.
our Blood Pact accessory for the Flesh Totem and the Celestial Shell for the Community. The weapon choices are optional.
I can get close
but
to
I'll
them,
say
dude,
that
I
the
do so
Terrorblade
much
has a
damage,
greater
but I'm
damage
dead.
output, but it requires
Just die, man.
precise
We don't need
aim,
to fight
whereas the
this fella.
projectiles of the Soul Edge are homing, which makes it much easier to
we
rely
go
on.
again.
This same strategy works for the Devourer of Gods boss, which comes straight after this fight, as well as using the same gear
Lieutenant.
set. By this point, when we want to slay the Jungle Dragon Yaron, we will be using the Empyrean Knives blades,
Oh
and
my God,
we
it's this
should
thing.
now
Yeah,
be
this
equipped with
freaking
the
weapon
Godslayer
is-
armor.
or this,
We'll use the
mount is pretty
Community,
useful.
Elysian Tracers, Asgardian Aegis, Core of the
The,
Blood God,
the
Docks of Ring,
Draydon.
Elemental Gauntlet, and Rampart of Deities.
It's just
The
that it's
best
not
mount
as-
choice
it's just
for
not
this
as
fight
efficient.
is the Slimy Saddle. This is due to the fact that the movement is
This
paramount
is
during
my-
this
I think the
engagement,
Urine
especially
boss
when we're
seems
dealing
better.
with a flying boss. To fight the Exo-Mechs, you want to use the Oracle weapon versus Apollo and Ares, and also the Dragon Rage, a Staff
minor.
Blade versus Thentanos. You want to change your armor for Auric Tesla gear by this point. You'll be using the Yo-Yo
Oh my
Mag,
God,
Celestial
you bring us to
Tracers,
that.
Asgardian Aegis,
We freaking
the
dead.
Sponge, Core of the Blood God,
I gotta do
Elemental
something for their
Gauntlet, and
core.
Rampart Deities. Supreme Calamitas comes directly after. This is the boss
For
that
the
will
core.
use the Oracle
I'm
weapon
dead.
against, but also make use of the legendary Muramasa Katana Sword
I'm not
versus the
fighting that
Soul
thing
Seekers
anymore, I just
and the
want the
Brimstone
game.
Hearts that spawn during this fight. The Core of the Blood God accessory will be switched out for the Dark Sun Ring here. When you defeat the Supreme Calamitas NPC, you
orc
can acquire the
bars.
Tainted Enchant,
What
which
are we
removes
doing?
projectile firing, but offers 2 skeletal limbs that can be very effective against the following boss soon after. Congratulations, you have now come directly to endgame, where you will fight it out against the adult.
Well, I'm gonna go on a break.
For our gear
Why
set,
can I not
we'll
make
be
any
using
more
the
shadow
demon-shaped
spec?
armor, looking like a demon hunter of sorts, using the tainted elemental Excalibur sword. You want to use the
Well, do you
nebulous
need
core
exoprisms?
instead of the yo-yo bag for this fight. If this video was useful, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and ask any questions or offer any corrections
Yeah, we
or
are out of
alternate
exoprisms.
strategies or advice in the comments down below.
I wonder if I
Of
can
course,
turn
this
my
guide was
former
quite bare
orc in
bones
it.
in
Well, I
terms
have
of
two parts of the
strategy.
demon
It was mainly a
shade.
gear and progression guide. So if you do have any questions or problems with the fights themselves, do leave some questions below and I'll try and help you out. If you want to see
Okay,
the
so
top 10
urine
Terraria
bag.
mods
Oh my
you
God,
need to
93
download now,
platinum.
or how to make Terraria look incredible, then watch these following
I mean,
two
we
videos
complete
next.
the game. We virtually complete the game. I mean, there's gotta be stuff we can sell. Meow mirror, we can sell the meow mirrors. There's stuff for like a platinum. Obliterator's gotta sell for a lot. The freaking light scale has to sell for a lot. Oh my god, the meow mirror only sells for freaking 20 gold? Oh my god, I almost sold the shadow
In the
spec.
ever-evolving landscape of the Calamity mod, where danger lurks in every shadow, the rogue stands defiant against the turmoil. Have you chosen the path of the rogue? If so, welcome to the ultimate rogue progression guide for Terraria's Calamity mod. This is a full class guide and progression guide with loadouts for each and every phase and boss of the mod. The rogue is a class that utilizes
look how many
stealth
weapons we have
mechanics
in here. This is
granted by their
ridiculous.
choice of armor, also making use of thrown rogue weapons that do rogue damage. There's over 150 weapons, 32 accessories, 5 full armor sets, 11 helmets,
I don't
and
think
2
anything's gonna
modified
beat this,
vanilla
though.
sets, and new
This sounds so
modifiers for
freaking
the
good.
class. As you can tell, it's very well developed.
Oh my god, it does
Rogue proficiency
20,000
gives a
DPS. That's pretty
boost to the
good.
damage and crit strike chance of the class and projectile speeds. You can view the proficiency
don't
level
have
and
shadow spec
stats
on,
gained
so I'm trying to
directly
make
from
money
it
for it
by
now.
buying a
No,
rogue
no.
level meter from the Goblin Tinkerer NPC, also boosting the gain rate when you equip it. Stealth, an exclusive stat to the rogue, is gained by equipping any helmet or armor set respective to the class. This
This is the
stat is
Murasama.
increased when you're
Wait.
not using items or
There's only
weapons
one Murasama
and
in the
gained
world,
at a
isn't
higher
there?
rate when stood still. Stealth can be boosted further than the range of
I'ma
50
sell it.
to 130, which is given by armor sets, by equipping fitting accessories, many that I'll cover momentarily later in this guide. It takes exactly
Wait,
3
where'd it go?
and 9 seconds of inactivity time to achieve full stealth, while standing still and when moving, but is shortened with certain equipables.
Only
You can
76
tell
gold,
you've
ain't
reached
even
full
worth it.
stealth by the sound effect that plays upon reaching it. The stealth meter will let you monitor it in the left-hand side of the screen, with max
Need
stealth being
exomech?
indicated by a yellow color. The player will become more and more transparent
Get
for
the
each and every
exoprism. I'm
point
just
of
gonna sell
stealth,
everything else.
granting plus 0.5% rogue damage with 0.67% per point and
Alright,
max
how much
stealth,
platinum do you have
and
on you?
minus 4 aggro. A stealth strike is what occurs when you use a rogue weapon whilst in full stealth mode. When executing a stealth strike, the full stealth
Are you
meter is
there?
consumed. If you wear the Ruin Medallion, Dark God's Sheath, or Eclipse
Bomba
Mirror, this
clat!
will cause stealth strikes to only require the player's stealth to
think
be at
bomba
least
clat, eh?
halfway full to perform, and to only consume half of the maximum stealth when performed. Stealth strikes have a 1-second cooldown. The majority of
Us now is
accessories
just selling
affects the trigger
crap.
on stealth strike hits. For example, sparks
Sell it
created
so
from
we can
stealth
make,
strikes when wearing the electrician's
the
gloves
final
can
armor
only be
set, so we can
triggered a
officially say we've
maximum of 5
completed the
times
game.
per stealth strike.
Other than
Whereas
that,
the
we are
lifesteal effect
right on the
from
cusp.
Bloodstained Glove and its upgrades
Completing the
don't
game. I
have
don't
this
know what I'm
limit.
hearing
Most
right now.
rogue
I think
weapons
the
have
game
unique
might
effects
just
for stealth strike, many
farted.
specifics
I
that can be
don't
found
know.
on the wiki, which I've gone ahead and linked down below. Now, we will
now we
move
are
on to the
selling
class
everything
setups
for
for each boss
money.
progression phase in the mod, now that you understand the
45
class.
platinum.
As always with Calamity, you should focus on making increases to your maximum health early. The best way to do this is find planetoids for heart crystals, which is perhaps the easiest method for this. Also, try to seek out and find Hermes boots early. For armor, we're going to want Snow Ruffian gear for its 5% increase to rogue damage and 5 defense points. For our weapon,
No.
Crystalline is a nice pick that splits out
No,
into different
no,
traveling
no.
projectiles, doing up
Not
to
doing
17
that.
damage. The The Wolfram knife
First
benefits from
thing you
stealth
think of
strikes,
is,
which
yeah,
make
I'm
it
just
travel
gonna-
further
I'm
and
just
hit
gonna
multiple
say
times
the
at
funny
once for
word.
9 damage points. For accessories, we want the Coin of Deceit for stealth strikes to use only 75% of max stealth and its 6% increase to crit chance. Scuttler's Jewel, which makes the stealth strike projectile spawn a jewel spike when destroyed. Raider's Talisman, which increases your damage when you make a crit, stacking up to 150 times. As well as our Hermes boots
This
we
is
got
like
earlier for
freaking
mobility,
nothing.
we also want Cloud in a Bottle to allow for double jumping. Now that you've likely slayed some vanilla bosses, namely the Brain of Cthulhu or Eater of Worlds, you should be ready to set towards the underworld. We want Sulphurous Armor now, which has 16 defense, a nice 12% increase to rogue damage,
I don't
and
know where our
7%
fellow
to
went.
rogue crit strikes.
He is
Ashen
off to somewhere.
Stalactite is a fast thrown weapon that crumbles to dust after traveling a short
Oh, he's
distance, doing its
returned.
37 damage. Meteor Fist shoots out a fist
wondering
that
where you
explodes for 15 damage. On the accessory side, we want the Coin of Deceit, Shield of Cthulhu for
Oh,
its
you went
dashing
to the
ability,
thug.
Raider's Talisman, Lightning Boots for its run speed bonus,
Just trying
and
to
Cloud
make the money
Balloon
right
for
now.
double jumping and higher jumping in general. You should be defeating the Perforators and Hive Mind now by this point. Now that you defeated those bosses, mine plentiful area light for crafting new gear in preparation for Skeletron. This
Oh,
all
the mighty
spawns
day.
after
The
defeating the
mighty
previous
day.
bosses in question, so it's a required step. Once you do,
I
you'll
will
find it in the
do
underground or
3
by
fucking
killing
years.
arrow slimes. The Feather Knife is a nice thrown weapon with homing feathers doing 16 damage. Turbulence shoots a cloud javelin that
How much
bursts
platinum
into
do you have on
wind
you?
slashes upon hit, which fly home if it crits. This does 18 damage. For accessories, we're having the Coin of Deceit, Shield of Cthulhu, Raider's Talisman, Lightning Boots,
That's it?
and Bundle of Balloons for quadruple jump ability. Now, make a trip down to the Abyss with a Shadow
75
Key
right
and
now.
get everything that you can from there possible.
Yeah, I need
For our
to
weapon here,
nut
we want
my
Tracking
lock
Disc,
in.
which releases a
Shit.
flying disc that fires lasers at nearby enemies for 16
Oh.
damage.
Mhm.
Enchanted Axe, which is a
Alright,
thrown
I can
axe
sell
that
this,
travels
sell
at high
some
speed
stuff
and
myself
returns
for
like
money.
Thor's axe and does 20 damage. Our accessories are the Terraspark boots, which allow for flight, super speed, and mobility upon ice blocks, Skyline wings for flying and gliding, and this is the phase for fighting the Slime God and the Wall
6-7,
of Flesh.
6-7, 41.
When entering hard
No,
mode,
I think
there's more
41's,
selection
better than
and
6-7.
access to class equipment. You can begin to gather life fruits now to increase survivability further
Oh,
to increase your health,
my God,
just
I
like
almost
we
sold
did at the
Doom
start. Our Titan Heart armor set gives 43 defense,
That would've been a dumbass
24%
vote.
increased rogue damage, 10% increase to velocity, 35% to knockback, 15% decreased rogue firing rate, and a nice 45% increased chance to not consume rogue items. The Cobalt
You can
Kunai
downgrade?
has a stealth strike ability to fire 3 homing Cobalt energy bolts doing 50 damage. Equanimity throws out a dark light boomerang to confuse enemies, which does 40 damage.
These blood
Accessories in
flare
this
cores will
phase
sell
will
for
be
probably a lot.
Bloodstained Glove, which gives plus 8 armor penetration and plus 2 HP healing for stealth strikes. Rogue Emblem for a 15% damage increase. Mirage Mirror for generating stealth strikes 25% faster when standing still and 12% when during movement. Terraspark Boots, Fairy Wings for flying and gliding, and the Shield of Cthulhu. This is the phase to fight Cryogen, the Aquatic Scourge, Brimstone Elemental, Queen Slime, and the first and second mechanicals. After defeating the first 2 mechanicals, you will have unlocked Adamantite and
how much is
Titanium.
it for the
Orichalcum Spike
Urn-
Gemstone
Oh my God,
extends stealth strikes and summon petals upon enemies doing 37 damage.
said we need a urn and a-
Equanimity again. Now we want to defeat
Now
the
we
very last
needed
mechanical boss. After the
Auric
mechanicals, we
bars.
now have
Okay, there
access
you
to
go.
hallowed bars and cryonic bars, allowing for more powerful equipment. Dropped by Cryogen.
Oh,
You
now
can
we
craft
can make
bat wings and angel
demon-
treads here. We're wearing Daedalus armor for now,
Wait.
with its 41 defense, 13%
Make
increased
demon
rogue damage,
shade.
7% increased crit strike, 15% velocity increase, and a 5% movement
What's the-
speed
what's
increase.
the-
Spear of Destiny throws out
Am I
3
tripping?
spears, with 2 of
Oh,
them having homing abilities doing 26 damage. Skyfin bombers shoot out a Skyfin nuke, homing in on
did I
enemies
put
located
exo
below it
prison?
for 46 damage. We're equipping the Electrician's
we have
Glove to
exo
summon
prisons?
sparks on stealth strike hits, Corrosive Spine for 5% increase to
I don't know why
movement
we're
speed,
spamming
and
Nigerian flags
inflicting
in chat.
poison and spawn clouds on enemies when hit.
I
Ruined
can- I should be
Medallion
able to
for only
make it.
expending 75% of max stealth, Angel Treads, which are for flight, fast speed, and ice mobility,
Oh, there you go.
Bat Wings for flying and
Shadow's back.
gliding, and the Ornate Shield for a frost dash. Umbraphile armor grants 36 defense, the chance for rogue weapons to explode on hit, 27% damage
my
bonus,
gosh, chat.
16% increase to crit, 10%
We have officially
projectile velocity
reached
and 30% movement speed. Dust Storm in a
Unk
boss
status.
explodes into a dust cloud
Officially
for
reached Unk
47
status.
damage, and the fancy talisman
And
is a
now I
high
can
velocity
say I have
projectile that
completed the
negates
game.
gravity, doing 93 damage points.
Yeah,
We're
fight-
using
let's
the
fight
Glove
the-
of
let's fight the Moon
Recklessness
Lord. Let's
for
fight the
15%
original
increase to
in-game
attack
boss.
speed and 15% stealth regen. This,
Alright,
however,
dude,
does
let's
decrease
fight the
damage
original-
by 12%. Vampiric Talisman to give us lifesteal on projectile crits and a 12%
Let's fight the
damage
original
bonus
in-game
to
boss
make
so
up
we can
for the
wrap
loss
this
of
up
the
on a
previous
hard
item.
note.
Ruined Medallion, Angel Treads,
287
Mothman Wings,
defense?
Flying Gliding, and Asgard's Valor
Are you
for granting
kidding, bro?
knockback immunity and to some debuffs.
The set bonus is
and plus
100%
20
increase
max
summon
life,
damage plus 10
60
max minion
defense
shadow.
by default, and in
Freaking
liquid.
Demon Shade's better for freaking
Hydrothermic
summon than
armor is
anything.
what we're using now, which is useful
Shadow
for its
beams and-
lava and fire damage immunity. Malachite throws a stream of kunai, sticking to
Oh, yeah,
enemies
you're right.
and exploding for 55
So,
damage.
the-
Subduction Slicer
Oh
throws a
my
scythe that
God.
explodes on hit for 90
That is
damage.
ridiculous.
For equipables,
Oh, we're
we
fighting
have
this
the
fella?
Glove of Recklessness, Vampiric Talisman, Ethereal Extorter for projectiles
Oh, the
exploding.
eye's already down.
permanent
Oh, that's-
soul
that's
on
already
death,
dead.
And plus 10 maximum stealth bonus and 10%
I think the
damage
game's-
increase.
Oh my
Angel
God.
Treads, Fishron Wings, and Asgard's Valor. And of course, to get these items, the bosses you'll
Oh
be
my
facing during this
God.
phase is Plaguebringer Goliath, Ravager, Duke Fishron, and Lunatic Cultist. With Malachite, we're using the Shard of Antumbra for leaving homing stars in the place of
Alright,
stealth
guys,
strikes
I
for
guess we can
280
end this
damage.
here.
You want
I mean,
to
I
slay
think we've,
Astra, Deus, and Moonlord
accomplished
here.
what we wanted
Here
to
we're
accomplish.
wanting
This is probably the most
Empyrean armor,
OP
Lunar
character,
Kunai,
like,
homing
I think
daggers,
possible.
220 damage.
Oh.
The elemental disc,
But,
for discs that
we're gonna end it
generate
here,
other
right where it
discs
all
when
began.
enemies are nearby for 100
Round
damage.
zero.
And accessories
So,
are
hope you guys
the Blunder
enjoyed.
Booster for
Just
a
a little
12%
over an hour,
increase
so
to
make it
rogue
nice and
damage
simple
and
for you guys.
15%
Make sure you
projectile
like,
velocity bonus
subscribe.
and 10% faster stealth
stay
regen.
tuned, 'cause
Vampiric Talisman,
Spirit mod!
Ethereal Extorter,
And what was the other mod?
Seraph Tracers, Dark God's Sheath for plus 10